Hello, hello. Hope you guys are having an awesome Saturday. This is Sacred Para, and I am here today a little bit late. I was planning on being here earlier, around 3 o'clock, but as many of you know, we are now proud parents of 10 children. So now having the newborn, hello husband, now having our newborn does kind of change up the usual routine for us. So my apologies for it being a little bit late, but it's always a pleasure to be able to meet with you guys. So I did say that we were going to have something that would be fresh off the press. So I will be sharing that with you guys today. I hope you guys are having a lovely Saturday. I'm just going to let some more people join in because, like I said, I am a little bit later than what I had planned on being, but everything is going well. So I hope that you guys are having a good Saturday as well. Yesterday, I was given the wonderful blessing and opportunity to have a shout out on my little Kirby world with her live. So I want to return the favor and give her a shout out as well. Since I'm waiting, I want to go ahead and give her a shout out because she makes awesome dioramas and backgrounds. She has a whole swanky family Jenkins mansion that she has created and all that of stuff that we have around the house. So I do want to give her a shout out for that. And if you have an opportunity, please go check out her page, follow it. She's going to be doing tutorials on how to make your own dioramas and backgrounds for your dolls. Okay, so wanted to return the favor, give her a shout out as well. That is one of my Queen Sister friends here on Instagram. So definitely check out her page. You'll be able to learn a lot and also do a lot with your own dolls. Well, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into what is fresh off the press. As many of you may know, I was given a wonderful opportunity to create a journal for the exact topic that we talk about, which is storyline content creation. So there is a journal as well as a planner. And that is what I have with me today. This is fresh off the press at Sacred Para presents Storyline Content Creation Development Journal. Some of you guys have already purchased it. If you haven't, go to Amazon where you'll be able to make a direct purchase of this journal. Now, the thing about this journal, and I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about the journal as well as the planner. So I'm a writer, as many may have already guessed if you've been on my page. I enjoy writing playwrights, poetry, short stories, narratives, sermons, research papers, anything that nature has to do with writing, I'm down for it. So that's why the Dollstagram community really does just ignite with my soul. And like I've told many of you guys in previous lives, I got involved with Dollstagram actually through my children. My girls specifically have wanted to start creating doll clothing and being able to showcase that on social media. So that is just like the beginning of my journey as far as doing Dollstagram and then just having it to grow and develop from there. So now, of course, months later, it doesn't feel like it, but it's been about a year, a little bit over a year. But that time has gone by so much quicker than what I would imagine. It is true. Time goes by fast when you're having fun. And I definitely have fun here on Dollstagram with you guys. Having you guys as my online family, it has just been a true blessing to me. So now we're having IG live shows once a week. And also, I've now been able to create this awesome and amazing journal as we continue to grow and develop our storyline. So this particular storyline content creation development journal allows you to be able to write. And I also write for a living. I'm an indie author. So this right here is something that if you write outside of Dollstagram, you could use it. But more specifically for the Dollstagram community, you'll be able to use this. Because I am a writer and I love journaling, especially whenever I have that time, because now having the children, it makes it a little bit more challenging. A little bit more challenging to journal on the level that I would like to. But nonetheless, I'm still a big fan about journaling. Also having a background in social work and in counseling. Journaling is something that is extremely key in the process and development of healing, especially healing from trauma. That's something that we always advise people. Get yourself a journal, write down whatever comes to your heart, whatever comes to your mind. If it's a memory, if it's something that, if it's something that comes to you as far as what you would like to see change in your life, change in other people, change in your situation, journal it. Also, if you happen to have any thoughts and ideas, journal it. We always ask the magical miracle question. If everything was going good in your life, what would you do? Who would you be? Journal it. So journaling is a key process of healing. It's a key process in being able to organize your thoughts and your ideas and being able to grow. That's why we journal. We journal so we can get in touch with ourselves and be able to grow. So that's what this journal is really specifically for. It is a paperback. I'm a big fan of paperback, more so than over the hard covers. As you just have more flexibility with a paperback. So this will give you about 200 pages, a little bit over 200 pages, which is so key. Like I said, I really thought of this with you guys in mind and even with myself as a writer and what I enjoy and what I feel is missing out of specific journals that I buy at a store. One of the things that I miss whenever I buy a journal from a store are pages. I cannot stand whenever I'm writing something and I have a really, good flow of energy going and then I run out of pages. And then I have to get like scrap sheets of paper or loose leaf paper and write on that and then fold it in half and then stick it into my journal. And I have these papers just sticking out of the journal. And you can lose your papers and lose your ideas or lose whatever you were writing. So I don't like that. I like being able to have enough pages to really gather my ideas and my thoughts efficiently. So I wanted to be able to do that with this particular project. Being able to have enough sheets of paper in the journal so that you could gather your thoughts and not feel like there's a threat of running out of pages. That's the first one. Secondly, it was really important to me that each one of these entries, you be able to have enough pages to write on. So I had spoke about this last week, and of course I didn't have the journal with me to really show you guys what I was talking about. Oh, sorry there. But now that I have the journal with me, I can specifically show you what I was speaking of. So right here, it says the date, and then there's lines. Now, oftentimes with journals that I've purchased, this next page will have the date and more lines to write on. Or it'll be a date right here and more lines to write on, giving me only one sheet, possibly two sheets to write all my ideas on, or to write whatever I'm needing to, express and journal at that time on. Only one or two sheets. I am not a fan of that. There may be something that I need to get out of me, and it's going to take me 4 or 5 sheets. And if I feel like I only have these 2 sheets, even though I could easily just cross out the date or just write July 24th on that other page, which is true, I could. It kind of does like a mental shutdown for me because my brain says, okay, you only have 1 or 2 sheets to write this on. And me wanting to keep as many pages, as many, journal entries as I can, I don't want to jump into the next one and mess up the amount of journaling that I can do. That's not the case with this one, okay? So with this one, you are going to get the date right here. You have this sheet to write on, so you can write all your ideas with your characters or, whatever you're planning with their story. You can write it on there. You can write it right here, right here, right here, right here, and then you have a new entry right here. So it gives you approximately about 5 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, my little curvy world. Thank you for joining. Like I said, I'm a really big fan of being able to have multiple pages to be able to write your ideas on so that you don't feel like you're stumped. You're able to clearly write what you need to. Hello again. I just gave you a shout out a little earlier so that people can check out your pages and your dioramas and your backgrounds. So thank you very much for the shout out last night as well. So yes, you want to be able to write those without having any mental limitations going on and just feeling really free to journalize the way that you need to. It may be something that you're healing from that could be traumatic that you want to write in here. And then after you write that, you think, how can I incorporate that into my storyline? And then being able to write how that, relates to one of your characters, or being able to format that in a way where it relates to one of the characters in your storyline. So this right here, again, Sacred Para presents storyline content creation and development journal. It's specific. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, my little curvy world. Thank you. Like I said, that's one of my queen sisters here on Instagram. So yeah, I thank God for her and who she is, and all the other queen sisters that I have met here on Instagram. We just have such a diverse array of us on here, and it's definitely been a blessing to be able to meet and connect with them. So all different cultures, all different backgrounds, all different ethnicities. I tell you, this whole thing with Instagram and the internet itself and social media, when used properly, can truly be a blessing to you. So just wanted to put that out there as a side note. But yes, this right here, like I said, is available on Instagram. On Amazon. It's available on Amazon. You can buy it directly from there. And this is the Sacred Para Present Storyline Content Creation and Development Journal. So you can write down all those awesome and amazing ideas that you have. Now, secondly, we have the Sacred Para Present Storyline Content Planner. Okay, now you're probably thinking, what do I need a planner for? Let me show you. And these are going to be available in pocket size / purse size. We are currently working on getting that developed. So if you want to travel with it, you'll be able to do that. It'll be your travel companion. And of course, you can always travel with this right here at this size. But if you want something that will fit more into your purse, your pocketbook, your backpack, that one is currently in development as well. So this is the Sacred Para Present Storyline Content Planner. And let me let you see the inside of this. This is done by months, but we want you to have this longer than just for 1 year, okay? So you have multiple pages in here, as you can see. So you don't feel like you're limited just from July into next July, and that's it. This is going to help you be able to plan out your storyline, as well as your photography, your photo shoots that you do with your Barbies. Hello, Barbs for us. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. So I did talk about this somewhat last week, but once again, I didn't have the book in hand for you to see. But as you will see, it's a Storyline Content and Development Planner. There's a space right here where you can write the date, or not really the date, but the month. So you would write July right here, so that you'll know that these are the ideas that I've generated during this month. You have blocks. You have 4 blocks. Week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Week 1, you want to be able to write right here whatever storylines that you have generated. Maybe you said during this week you're going to have a photo, like we just had the picnic concept for Monday, right? So that was just this past Monday where there was the picnic challenge. So maybe you want to write right here during that first week, like Monday, take pictures of picnic. And then maybe even write what characters that you're going to have. I mean, it's endless as far as what you want to do. But you could write down there that you're going to have, like for me, Brenda and Gloria have a picnic. Okay? And then I can maybe even write down what time we're going to do the photos, or what outfits that I'm going to need, or anything of that nature. Whatever comes to your mind, you're able to write right here. If you have a wedding, which is such a major, it's like a really big deal. A wedding is a big deal in real life. IRL is also a really big deal on Instagram, okay? Any of us who have done any planning with parties, you know what it feels like whenever you have to plan the party as well as clean up. It feels like you're actually doing a real life party, and it takes a whole lot of energy, a whole lot of time, and sometimes a lot of money, because you still want to buy the food that goes with it, the clothes that go with it, the flowers that go with it. You know, you just really want to have it set up nice. So it can cost money. It can be very time consuming. But if you do something like a wedding, then you may want to chart down what you're doing as far as with the pictures. Like this will be the first week that, during that first week, maybe that's the time when he asks her to marry him. Second week, maybe this is when she's hanging out with her friends, and she's telling her friends, and she's telling her family. Third week is when we start seeing them actually planning out the party, And the fourth week is when we see the wedding and reception. You can do it that way. Or you can use both of these or however many of these, because remember, there's multiple sheets. You can say July and July. So maybe right here you're having to write down what you have to do to even do the party. Like, this is going to be the week when I buy the food. This is going to be the week that I go ahead and buy the wedding dress and the groom outfits. You know, well, outfit as well as the best men tux. This will be the week that I get the extra ring light to be able to do what I need to do for their pictures. And then on the July part right here is when you're talking about all the photos you need to take as far as them being engaged and her being with her friends. And then this when you're writing for July as far as the pictures that you want to take for the wedding and the reception specifically. So you can use this planner any which way that you need to. It is here to help you be able to organize your ideas in a creative format where you don't feel like you're just everywhere, because all of us have a life outside of Instagram, correct? And so you don't want to feel like you're bombarded in this hobby that we enjoy, regardless if you're sponsored, you're getting paid for, you get free stuff. It doesn't matter. This is still something that you're doing that's a hobby that you enjoy. Even if you do this and this is what you do for a living, it's still something that you enjoy. And you don't want it to be something where the fun element is gone because you're spending so much time being stressed. There's enough stress out in the world. All you have to do is just step outside your bedroom sometimes and boom, okay? So we don't even have to turn on the TV to be met with stress. So why not allow this that we do here in the Instagram world be something that we enjoy, that we feel organized and comfortable with, and it gives us the peace that we need. So that's what this planner serves as, a way for us to be able to organize our ideas and our concepts, feel peaceful about it, and even generate new ideas. I know for myself, whenever I'm writing down notes, like my to-do list, or if I'm journaling, I get more ideas. Does that happen with you guys, where you get more ideas? Like, I'm writing down something and then it's like, oh, that's even a better idea. Or I find a missing piece to something that I was thinking about. And I'm like, oh yeah, that would work. And then I write that down, compared to something I may have been struggling with for quite some time, and not being able to write it out makes me kind of, 100, exactly. When I don't write it out, I'm kind of lost in that thought even longer. But when I can write it, I get even better ideas from it. So I wanted to share that with you guys today about these two journals. Both, well, the one journal and the planner, both of them are available on Amazon. You can buy it directly from there. If you have any questions, you can DM me. You can, give me a comment. I generally always see the comments. And I'm able to write to you guys right back if you have any questions at all. This is the Storyline Content Creation and Development Journal. This is the Storyline Content Planner. Like I said, both are available on Amazon. DM me if you have any questions, if you have any comments. They're tools to help you as you continue your amazing storylines. Like I said, this year is the year we're going to be doing more parties. If you haven't done any parties at all, this will be the year for you to have your first party. If you've been doing parties, this will be the year for you to have more. We want you guys to be able to really enjoy Instagram to the fullest. I've met so many amazing people through either attending events or me hosting an event. And that's the other thing with this planner. You can also put down events that you want to attend. So then that way, like I have so many events that I have saved that I've tabbed, and I've just hit save to remind myself oh, okay, this event is on Wednesday. I got to make sure I have my dolls ready. Well, the cool thing about having this planner now, I can write it in here specifically just for my dolls versus trying to write it on the same calendar where I'm writing my OBGYN appointment and my kid's doctor's appointment. That's okay, but I would prefer being able to have something that is specifically for what I do here on Instagram. That way I can go right to it and know that on week 2, on the 10th, is a party in August that Gloria is going to be attending. So that for me is an awesome thing. Speaking of which, Gloria is still on vacation. I know. She's doing good though. But she does miss you guys, so she will be here next week. And speaking of next week, I have such an awesome and amazing conversation that is developing. And I will let you know that it is an international conversation. You guys know how much I love being able to have conversations across the states and across the borders of the states. So this one is going to be another international conversation. I know that you guys are going to be excited and be here for it. It is going to be a little bit later. So I do want to put that out there as a side note. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will make sure to put the other times on there as well. All the times that coordinate simultaneously with the 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be a little later, and I will make sure to record it to my page so you guys can go back to it if you missed it or you want to watch it a second time or third time or a fourth time. Always know that these Instagram IG lives are available to you anytime whenever you want to go back to them. And there's so much vital information that is shared as far as how to expand and expound on your writing with your storyline content and with your character development, that you want to be able to go back to those notes. I know I do. I know I do. And you'll be able to really express more of what your characters are saying and who they are. Now, without further ado, sorry to talk to you about what's fresh off the press. I want to talk to you guys about some fresh dolls. Yes, let's do a doll review today. We're going to talk about some fresh dolls that Dr. Lisa has created. And this is not a sponsored ad. It's just, I love dolls, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put this out there because I think that they're amazing bodies of work. And she's doing an amazing job, especially for children of different nationalities, ethnicities, and backgrounds, letting them know that no matter what your race is and what your complexion is, you're beautiful. So I love the work that they're doing, and I want to be able to sew into that, right? So this right here is a fresh doll. And just for anyone who's not familiar with the fresh dolls, they do have a website that you can go to. It is thefreshdolls.com. They have all different types of dolls. I think they have three main, obviously boy dolls, but male dolls. And then they have all these different female dolls as well. And then they have your dolls that, I don't want to compare because, you know, each company has their own thing, but they have some dolls that are a little bit more it's not as much money as the other ones, and so they are not articulated. They have some dolls, there you go, that are not articulated, and so it's not going to cost as much as the articulated ones. But overall, the price is very, very decent, especially because these are articulated, and so I personally don't have a problem with it. But yeah, I can't speak for everybody else's wallet. You know what I mean? So I don't have a problem with it as long as I don't have to buy diapers. Then, as long as we don't have to buy diapers that week, then it's like, yay, okay, the price is great. Yeah, Dr. Lisa is awesome. And I really do like what she and her team are doing. You can always go to her Instagram page as well as the Fresh Dolls page. On Instagram, she hosts a live, I want to say almost like once a week or so. And she's very informative about what direction that they're going and how they are building up their company. So this right here is Ebony. And I actually have had the privilege of speaking to Ebony on the Fresh Dolls Instagram page. I have had her comment back to me. And so that is always an amazing feeling to be able to have one of the dolls speak to you in conversation. And they have really done a lot of different things with their page as far as the color of the page and the color of the photos, the brightness of it. And then they have, I think Ebony does adventure nature hikes and stuff and like camping, and then they have another one that does recipes, and so she's always sharing different recipes online. Definitely check out the page. On the very back of here says Dr. Lisa, CEO and founder of World of EPI, the Dr. Lisa. And it says, to be fresh is to embrace your look and wear with confidence. It is my heart's desire that Fresh Dolls represents true multicultural beauty and self-love in children, an extension of positively perfect dolls. Fresh Dolls have trendy fashions and hairstyles, custom skin tones, and beautiful faces with movable joints and more realistic bodies. Fresh girls and guys can do anything. So this is amazing. I know they also give out dolls to young children in order to teach them about body positivity and about being able to really embrace and love themselves. So they're doing a lot of really good work with their dolls. So here goes the packaging. I took that off. I'm sorry, my eyelash. I have an eyelash that got in there. Oh, goodness. All right, bars for us. Yes. So, yeah, she is really doing a lot of great things, and she is awesome. She really, really is. And I'm really glad that they are working so diligently with their marketing to get their dolls out there even more. So you can either get the dolls off of FreshDolls.com, or you can go to Walmart and get it. You get it from Walmart in person. You can also get it from Walmart online. So there's a lot of different ways of being able to get it. Although I think that money-wise, and I could be wrong because I haven't had the conversation, but I think that if you buy directly from their website, they don't have to give a percentage to Walmart. So I'd buy it directly if I were you, if you get a chance to. If not, you're out at Walmart and they carry it at Walmart, you want to get it, go ahead and get it. It's definitely going to be worth it. So this is Ebony. She has a very beautiful face. I'm going to bring her up close for you guys. She's wearing some jeans. Looks like they're stretch jeans. Oh, yeah. Being a mama, I love some stretch jeans now. A long time ago, it was like, oh, whatever. Give me those hip hugger jeans and stuff, right? Now as a mom, it's like, let it stretch. Let it stretch. So she's wearing these stretchy jeans. And then she has this really cute blue top that I probably would have worn. I was like 20, 21, 23, you know. Oh, but I love it. I love the look. And then she has these cute little curly puffs right here. And it's a beautiful face. So I'm really looking forward to being able to take her out of the package. And as you'll notice too, I'm sorry, she also has some platform shoes right here. Yeah. So without further ado, we're going to snap her on out. I got my trusty scissors. Actually, it's my children's scissors. But they work just as fine. So she's held right here with this plastic strap. And then there's another plastic piece right here. And then her head is in place. Oh, okay. With just one more plastic strap around the neck. So we can get that off. So, yeah. I am glad, and this is no, you know, I'm not putting a jab out at anyone else, but I am glad that she doesn't have the plastic in the head. That does kind of like bother me, and I've heard other doll collectors speak about that too. Whenever we have to snip the head from the box, and you have to like push the plastic pieces into the scalp. I don't like that, but you know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not throwing a jab at anybody. It's nothing personal. It's just not something that I prefer. I like the head to be undamaged. So I'm going to take this off. She had a rubber band around her feet. And then we'll take out the shoes, which also have a rubber band. But I'm just going to snip it instead of fighting with it. Okay. And so here goes the box. Very nicely colored. And the rainbow coloring going on. Very nice. We have some shoes right here. Let me see if I can kind of get that for you. They're really cute. And I know some of you guys are really great at customizing shoes. These may be ideal for you to customize. They're cute like they are, but I have seen you guys work your magic on some shoes. Looks so great. I wish that I could pick them up at the store for myself. So if that's something that you get into, then you may want to customize those or just leave them be. It's up to you, but they do definitely match the all blue that she has on right now. So as you can see, she is articulated in her knees. And she can move that leg around at the hip. So you can get some different movement out of her. It looks like she's saying "yeah," right? Like she's in karate. But you can get a lot of different range of movement for your photos with her, especially like if you have a fitness fanatic, maybe, you know, or she doesn't really have to be a fanatic, but maybe she's into fitness and she's into stretching and maybe possibly yoga, anything of that nature. You can be able to have her do those poses. She does sit. Just trying to lift up her pants some. She has articulation in the elbow, and you get that range of movement as well. She has articulation in the shoulder. And you get a range of movement right there. And we'll notice that with this shoulder as well. And you also have it in her elbow. And her head moves from side to side. So for Ebony, she's able to sit, as I stated before. I would definitely say that she's going to do very well in our Sacred Pair community. There's a lot that I've envisioned as far as what I will be doing with her as a character. She has curly little hair. I think some of her hair went into my apple juice. That's okay. But her hair is curly. And I personally, I don't believe I'm going to take out her pigtails. I really like it. I like it as it is. But I'll have to just see how her character develops in the storyline as far as if that's something that I will be doing. So here's Ebony in case you guys were thinking about purchasing her. I definitely believe that she is worth the purchase. And let's see how these shoes fit too. But yeah, I definitely do believe that she's worth the purchase. These are cute. And they definitely do fit. Let's see if she can stand. Hey. Probably have to work at it a little bit. But yeah, it looks like, yeah. I believe that if we pose her just right, hey, she's standing. So she does stand. So we can do some photos with her being able to stand. Again, this is Ebony. She's starting to fall on me, huh? Like I said, this is someone that you have been thinking about because she's an adorable doll. I would definitely suggest that you get her. I'm gonna put this on the side so that you guys can kind of see her a little bit more. Then we have, I think her name is Skylar. Yes, I'm Skylar. Of course, you can always rename your dolls when you get your dolls. You'll be able to name them whatever you want. It's your world. So you go ahead and name your dolls whatever you would like to. I do like that this is an easy to come off package. So thank you, Dr. Lisa, for considering that. Now with her, of course, she's bound at her feet with a rubber band. She does have this plastic strap that's holding her. She has a plastic strap around her neck, the belly or stomach area, as well as around her arm. And I also noticed with her, which is a little bit different, her hair is bound in here with the thread, but she does not have that plastic piece sticking her to the box, connecting her to the box. So for me, that's a win. So I'm going to snap her on out so we can get a better look at her. She's wearing some cute little shorts. So I'm excited to see what Miss Skylar has to offer. So right here, she is connected to the box. Like I said, it is a threaded, there's a threaded plastic right here that's keeping her connected. So I don't want to pull. I'm just gonna like scoot the hair over a little bit. Take my scissors, which I may need a finer scissor, a little bit thinner. But it looks like it's pulling right off. Good deal. All right. So here goes Miss Skylar. Very pretty. She has these pink shoes right here. So I'm going to take her shoes out. So her shoes are encased in a plastic. Cute pink shoes. Once again, if you're into customizing, you could definitely customize these. Let me see here. Is that better? There we go. They're very cute. I'm going to put these right here. And let's look at her articulation. So she is articulated at the knees. The hips are articulated as well. So you can kind of do different poses with her as well. And look, you can kind of, if she was sitting down or doing more of a laying down position, you can actually put that leg in front of the other leg. Hey! You can put that hand right there, do a little bit of a sexy pose. Hey. All right, so you can get some really good poses with both of these dolls. It just depends on what your storyline really does need for you to be able to do that. Hi, I made it too. I made it better too. How are you doing? I'm glad to see you on here. So she has the blue hair, and this right here is a little bit stuck together. So I'll just take my brush and brush her hair on out. Her hair, yeah, there's a little bit of like a glue substance maybe. But I can just, like I said, I can brush it. If I have to, then I'll put some hot water to it. How are you doing? I'm glad to see you on here. I made it better too. She has an amazing page. Bars for Us has an amazing page. I Made It Better Too has an amazing page. Everyone that I am connected to and those that I see whenever I go through my search, I love y'all pages. I love what you guys have on there, the creativity that you do. I Made It Better Too. She sews clothes for her dolls, and she just does a phenomenal job with what she does. And she also has some homes that are for the dolls that she's customizing. And I'm really looking forward to when she, presents those, because she puts a lot of love in what she does. So I'm looking forward to being able to see how she makes these homes into, I think one is going to be a shopping center, a mall. So I'm excited about what that's going to look like. Oh goodness, this is the truth. She said, "You're sweet," but that's the truth. I love what you do. So right here, and then she has pictures of her grandson on there. If you guys ever go on there, she has her grandson, her granddaughter. She has really adorable pictures of the kids. I'm a kid person. I got 10 of them. So I must like them. And she has a big family too. So we relate on that tip as far as being mothers of a lot of children. So I give her props. So right here is Skylar. Like I said, you do have that movement, a nice range of movement at the elbow. Nice range of movement as well right here at that elbow. So at the shoulder and the elbow, you can do a whole lot. She has on a fresh style shirt, little crop top, as well as some shorts. And when she sits, you get that coverage. Hers did come down a little bit. You can see her crack a little. But you can just kind of keep pushing it up. But hers has a really nice coverage in the back. And she does give you that blue hair. She has a beautiful face mode. Like I said, hello, Mom. I love all of our Fresh Dolls face modes. Very, very beautiful. So I'm looking forward to how I'm going to incorporate them in. You do get articulation at the neck. It goes side to side. And hers actually goes a little bit up. So you probably, if you were doing some photos and you need her face up a little, like her face pointed up, I should say. You could do that. You need her face to point down. You could do that. It's not a whole lot, but it's enough where it makes a difference in our photos. So for us who do photography, we know that the slightest adjustment can make a huge difference in your pictures. I was talking to my daughters, I think yesterday, about our doll photos. And when we do our pictures, the head of the doll, sometimes in real life, is way down here. But in your camera lens, it looks like your doll's looking straight into the camera lens. So you want to be able to make those slight adjustments for the best pictures. So this is Skylar. Like I said, you can always get these dolls at thefreshdolls.com. Or let me try the shoes on her. Or you can go to walmart.com. You can go to Walmart Direct. But of course, and I believe someone said they saw them at Dollar Tree. If not was it Dollar Tree? I think so, or the dollar store. So there's different places where these dolls are available. The ones that are not articulated, are cheaper, but you're not going to get the articulation. But you would definitely get this beautiful face mode. She does have these pink shoes, which are adorable. I don't know if the guys are available at a cheaper price. Like if there's any guys that are not articulated, that I don't know. So I couldn't answer that. But I do know that I've seen a lot of the girls, the females, that they have at a cheaper price that are not articulated. And their outfits are kind of like how the mermaid ones are, where it's like stuck on the body. Theirs is painted onto the body. So that's what I've seen. I'm trying to see if she'll stand up on her own. Yay! She's held a little bit slightly on the box. but she's doing great. So yeah, she does stand. We're going to put her right here next to Ebony. Like I said, you can always check out their Instagram page. I've spoken directly to Ebony on the Instagram, so you'll be able to have them conversate with you guys. Yeah, the guys are $40, which I'm trying to understand why there's a difference, but I don't really know. There is a difference in the price. They had a hi, how are you, the Savage 90 baby? They did have a, what is it called, Christmas in July sale, and I don't know if the sale is still going on. I'm sorry, I'm not able to wave back. But yeah, the Instagram won't let me wave back. But I'm not very certain if the sale is still going on, one, and then number two, I don't really know how much of a difference in price that it was. So that is something to consider. The guys do cost more, but they do have some very handsome fellows. So if you have it, I would say definitely get it. If you got a birthday coming up and someone asks you what do you want for your birthday, you may want to put that out there as a suggestion. Because it is worth having. Other doll companies, I don't want to name any other doll companies while I'm talking about fresh dolls, but they may not have as much of a variety of complexion for men, whereas they do have the 3 men of 3 different complexions and hairstyles. So that's still something that you may want to consider. But they do cost a lot more. So like I said, if you have someone that asks you what do you want for your birthday, or if you just have the money, you may want to invest in it because it will enhance your storyline. So here we are. I did not look at her name. I'm sorry. Her name is Mia. This is Mia. And I don't know why, but she just reminds me of like an 80s mama. She does. Like her outfit and everything. Even with my own mom. Yes, back in the 80s, right? With the fluffy hair and stuff. So she's dressed just right. So I'm going to get it snapped out of here. Get the rubber band off of her feet. Like I said, I do like the way that they package them because you don't have that whole thing in the back with the plastic stuck, sticking them to the box, and it makes it more difficult, to take them out and you gotta stick the plastic pieces back into the head. I don't like that. So I do like the way that they package them. Plus, on top of that, sometimes they can damage the hair. She has some extremely pretty hair. All the girls have very nice hair, but I really like the way that her hair is. I like the way that the hair feels. It feels more natural. And she's another one. She's very pretty. Oh, she's gorgeous. I like her. I like all of them, but I really, really like her. And maybe because she does kind of remind me of like an 80s mom, so maybe that's why I connect. But I like this outfit. She has this very pretty purple marble dress, or kind of like almost like an animal skin dress, right? And she has the same articulation. So you're looking at that articulation and range of motion that's in the shoulder and the elbow. Yeah, she just looks like a classy girl, classy lady. We have that also, those knee joints, so we can sit down. And we have some hip motion. So once again, if you want to pose them, and you may want to put her knee up front, or like that leg up front, have her in a more laying down position. And she could be talking to somebody. Maybe she's lounging on the couch. Hey, go get me a lemonade. I'm sorry. So she's a boss mom. How about that? So you're able to have that motion with her, that range of motion with her. I see myself being able to have a lot of fun, especially with Mia. I like all of them, but Mia just got that jazziness and that bossiness right there. So you do have range of motion in the neck. Hey, look at that. So we're getting some up and down motion. Oh, yes. She has a rubber band right here. So without that rubber band, her curls would definitely be in her face. So it's up to you on if you want to keep a band right there, or if you just want to, let her hair be free and loose. That goes for all the dolls. You can do whatever you want. It's your world. So, oh my goodness, I'm looking forward. Yeah, it's like, it's your world. Do whatever you want. So she's definitely someone who I am looking forward to incorporating into my storyline. Like I said, she's Mia. Oh, okay, you got Mia. Yeah, she's Mia. You can do whatever you want with your dolls. You don't have to keep the same name. This is just like with the other doll companies that we frequently use or frequently purchase from. They have different names for their dolls, but once when we get them on our storyline, we name them whatever we want, don't we? So whatever you want to name your doll is totally up to you. This just has to do more with the face mold that they use. This is Mia. Well, the old Mia. Oh, wow. I didn't know they had another Mia. So my little Curvy World said that she has the old Mia. Okay. So I didn't know they had two Mias. So they had a different Mia than this one. Like, I just recently learned that they had a My Little Curvy World. Or not My Little Curvy World. Hey, let's speak it in existence. They had a My Froggy fresh doll. So, like, the whole time with the old My Froggy YouTube, and I would see My Froggy doll, I thought that she customized that doll. But come to find out, they customized it to fit for her. So I was like, wow, that's so cool. So they do have different versions of dolls. Once again, you have that rainbow background. So for those of you guys who are really good with making backgrounds with the old packages, that's for you. Here goes some nice, what we call these like stilettos. It's been so long since I've been wearing high heels and stuff. It's been a long time. Yeah, thank you, stilettos. So these are black. Like I said, for those who are customizers, do your thing. I look forward to it. One of the pages on here, Barb, oh my gosh, you had a party, a doll party for her 1K, and people came out there with some customized shoes that were just off the hook. I mean, you saw shoes with bling all on it. That means they had like all the shine and the diamonds on it. You saw some beautiful painted shoes. I was like, yes. Now, I didn't get a chance to go deep into it at all like I wanted to. And I'm like, next party, I'm going to customize my stuff. I'm going to do it in advance. So once again, that's where this planner comes in, because I'm going to be able to write down the next party that Barb's has. And I can put it right in here and be ready, be able to get my stuff customized on time, because she put out enough information early on about the party. It was just, adjusting to mom life with 10. I didn't really get a chance to go as far as I wanted to, but I did go to the party because I was like, hey, we're not going to miss this. So this is Mia. Here goes her shoes. These really, really pretty pumps or stilettos. We'll say pumps because she's so 80s to me. Hey, because that's what we used to say back in the day, right? Pumps. And let's see if we can get her to stand. Even if she has to like lean a little bit on Skylar. Yay! She stood. Hey, that's like when you're doing photography and stuff, you're always like looking to see which dolls are going to stand. And she does stand. So I'm looking forward to incorporating these gals in my storyline. As you do know, we have DA. Who is RK's husband. So I'm looking forward to being able to have this as his family. Yes. I wish I knew ahead of time. You wish you knew ahead of time about what? Oh, about the party? Yeah. We have to stay on top of it. Jazzy went. Oh, yes. It was so worth it. It was definitely worth it. But like I said, I'm going to be customizing my shoes and stuff next time. That was always like my goal for this year, to do more customizations. And of course, this year's not over, so I'll be able to customize a lot more as this year progresses. I still got that on my goal sheet to be able to customize. I do like to have a goal sheet for my dolls and for myself, because it's just what I like to do. Give myself a little challenge so I can work up towards it instead of just taking pictures and stuff. That's what one part of me wants to do. Is just like, oh, just take pictures, you're fine. But I want to be able to create customizations. I love the work that you guys do on here. I get so inspired seeing how you guys will take an average looking doll and you make it your own. You do the hair, you reroot it, you get the makeup done different. And I'm like, wow, that is so amazing. So that's what I am aspiring to do more of this year, next year. And just, as long as I continue on with this journey, with this awesome, amazing hobby, I want to continue to grow in that. So I really do look at your work and just appreciate the work that you guys do with your dolls. It's amazing. So like I said, these are the fresh dolls. That's why I said fresh off the press for the planner and the journal. as well as fresh off the press, because these are the fresh gals. Hello, how are you? So yeah, these are the fresh dolls right here. Hello. That was Freddie Bear, and that is Cook. I don't want to mess it up. Cookerican, I believe. I hope I'm right on that. If I'm wrong, let me know. But yes, customizing is so important. So even with these gals, if you wanted to customize them, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't. But yeah, take your time. Take your time. Because I did a customization and it was bad. Thank you. All right, I got it right. Good. Thank you. I got the name right. I want to always make sure that I get people's names right, because that's important to me. I've had my name messed up so many different times, and it doesn't always feel good, especially if you tell people like, hey, this is how you say my name, and they still say it wrong. So I want to make sure that I say it right. But yes, I do. I love them. I'm looking forward, like I said, to being able to use them in the storyline and just really flowing with them. And the articulation, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed by the articulation. So, and for the price, it was like, why not? The range of motion is great. Like I said, if you're going to be, I'm used to it. I know, right? For myself, because I done had that happen so many times since growing up. But the range of motion is fabulous as far as, like I said, if you have one your doll to exercise, stretching, yoga, if they're just, sitting and chilling at home. Somebody's crossing her legs. You can do whatever you want. So you can really do a lot of different things with the motion of their articulation. And then right here, like with the head, I am very happy about that, because I love being able to do different stuff with the head. As far as being able to have my dolls express themselves. So that right there makes me very, very pleased. I know if Gloria's not careful, she's going to have another co-star with her. Another guest. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's going to be another co-anchor here with her. Yeah, I know, right? She said with my real name, and also people do the same thing. Yeah. And we have experienced it. So hers, it does move. I just wanted to try it one more time. She does move up and down. It's not as much as Mia's, but hers does go up and down as well, side to side. So I do want to make that as a correction, because earlier I did just say it goes side to side. It goes up and down, and then side to side. So if you're doing some photos and you're wanting to get more of an expression from her, you could definitely still be able to do that. So I'm looking forward to being able to have them in the storyline. They're so very beautiful. If you haven't gotten them, it's something that you've been thinking about, I would definitely say go ahead, get them. You can get them from the Walmart website. You can get them from Walmart in person. But I would really think that, getting them directly, if you're able to get them directly from the website, which is thefreshdolls.com, would be a good thing to do. Hi, Ash Harbor. Because in doing that, you're going to be able to, sew right into their company versus them having to split that with Walmart. So we have Ebony, Mia, and, Mia fell, Skylar. So definitely very nice ladies to incorporate into your community if you haven't already. And there are, thank you. She said, hey, Sunshine. Thank you. And I'm going to show you the back of the box real quick, because there are a few other gals as well. I cannot find her, though. And I don't know the name of these other dolls. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, I know the names. I don't. But I do know that our daughter, she has this one right here. I think that she got it as a Christmas present from her nanny. I'm still searching for that one. I really like her. I got from you. You got it from the company directly? Yes. And like I said, there's the men. There's 3 men so far. Now, if you're looking for something that is going to be at like the Dollar Tree or what's the other one called? The dollar store? I don't believe that the men are in the non-articulated form. I believe all the men are going to be articulated, and you can only buy the men on the website. That's the other thing. You do want them in, you can only buy them on the website. You're not going to be able to get them from Walmart. They are not sold there. So if you're going to get them in, you have to buy it from thefreshdolls.com. You can always go on their Instagram page. You can always go on Dr. Lisa's page as well, and find out more information about whatever sales and stuff they have going on. Plus, on top of that, she gives really great business tips and always keeps you in the know with what their company is doing. She has a very awesome and warm personality. I'm not being sponsored. It's just what I have learned from being on her page and having her directly respond to me whenever I have a question. She'll, get back with me on it. Or if I make a comment on the page, she'll come back with a comment as well. So, that right there to me is just great business. And it really does show how much of, how interpersonal that she is with those who are online. So, with her own customers. So she stands by her brand, and I believe that's a great thing. And they are worth it. So does anybody have any questions or anything? Drinking me some apple juice today. But if you don't have any questions, I'm actually going to close down the live. But I did want to just spend that time there to talk about the planner and the journal. Letting you guys once again know that we are currently in the process of making a smaller version of the planner and the journal, as I stated in the last live. And that way you can fit it into your purse, into your pocketbook, into your backpack, into the back of your pocket, whatever the case may be. We're making a pocket-sized one or a purse-sized one. And that'll be for the planner and the journal. Okay? So that's first. Secondly, also letting you guys know that we do have, that Sacred Parent does have some other things coming up, approaching as far as future projects that relate to this planner and journal as well. How is the hair? How is Skylar's hair? Skylar's hair, thank you for asking, is coarse. It's almost like, I'm not going to name the company's name, but almost like a unicorn or a pony hair. So as far as styling options, I would really think that you'd probably, I'm not going to say you couldn't style her hair. I would say you would definitely have to do a boil, maybe like a hot water boil, and then put straws if you want to get like a curly do from her hair. I'm not going to say you couldn't do it at all. I have to try it. I have to try it to see what her hair would do. And also, I don't know if I would go, now that I really do look at her hair, I don't know if I would go like full hot water boil, maybe just hot water itself, because I'm concerned that if it was hot water, it may melt the hair, because her hair is a little bit more nylonish. Does that kind of answer it for you? Her hair, Mia's hair feels like the most natural as far as texture. Hers, I can feel that there's like a little bit of maybe like a gel in the curls, because they're a little hard, but not real hard, but they are a little bit hard. With Skylar, her hair is, like I said, more of a nylon, more of a unicorn pony hair. Like I said, I don't want to name any other companies, but just along those lines. Yeah, she's very, very beautiful. But there are so many different creative people on here. I know that you guys can bypass the texture of the hair and make do and customize her hair. She's definitely worth it. And her head, like I said, she does have that range of motion at that neck where it goes up and down and around. Very, very pretty young lady. Like I said, I'm definitely looking forward to what I'm going to be doing storyline wise with these dolls. And I'll be able to write down my storyline in my journal as far as what my ideas are. I have the one in the light blue shirt. Yes, that's Ebony. Like I said, Ebony's the one that I've been talking to on the Fresh Style side. I'm like, oh, I like that. I like what you got on. Or I like that you went camping. And then she'll respond back. You guys can actually go on the Fresh Style site and the dolls will respond back to you. And it's so cool. I like it. I was like, this is a cool concept right here. So it's very, very nice. Other than that, that's pretty much all that I have for you guys today. I just want to let you guys get further detail about this project with the planner and the journal. Go to Amazon.com and you'll be able to find it. You'll find the Sacred Para Presents Storyline Content and Development Journal, as well as the Sacred Para Presents Storyline Content Planner. So both of those are on there, and it's by R.K. Lemons Weber. That is my pseudonym. As you know, I'm an indie author. So if you find other books on there that you want to purchase, I believe it's about 30 other books, you can go ahead and purchase it. Now, I'm not exaggerating. There are plenty of other books on there as well. So if you want to go ahead, hi, Unicorn Moon 2020. So if you want to make another purchase while you're on there, do it. Go ahead and get whatever you would like to get. And I appreciate you for it. So I thank you guys for being with me today. I am going to save this live. So if you want to watch it again, you can. If it's your first time watching it, you'll be able to do that as well. So next week, like I said, I will be coming at a different time. It's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern. I have the one in the gold dress. Oh, okay. I'm not really certain which one that is with the gold dress. There's like, I want to get some more. I would love to get the whole fleet of the fresh stalls because I believe that they're beautiful. One, I can definitely incorporate them into my storyline. And two, they're doing such amazing work as far as, when it comes to philanthropy, just doing such amazing work in the community that I want to be able to support that. You know what I mean? So for me, one of my goals is to be able to have the whole fleet of the fresh dolls because I love the work that they're doing. Yes. And they're beautiful girls. They're beautiful dolls. The guys are, very handsome. The girls are beautiful. I'm like, it's a no-brainer. I want them. But I really do. I want them. And that's the thing about being doll collectors. Like I said to myself, I was like, I think it was like Frida, which I did get Frida. I did. My husband ended up giving me Frida, and my mom ended up buying me Frida. So I was like, hey, got two. I love Frida. Y'all have heard me talk about Frida Kahlo. Like, she's my top favorite artist. I love her as an activist. I see now I just start talking about Frida. I can talk about her all day. I love her introspective artwork, the love that she had for Diego, no matter how complicated it was. So I was excited about her. But tell me why. They came out with those Looks dolls, and I was like, I have to have them. And I was really trying my best to keep the baby in the belly to make sure when I was pregnant with my number 10, keep them in the belly just so I could make sure to be home to get fresh dolls, which of course didn't happen until, I got them after the baby came because Amazon was doing their own thing, and they're still apparently doing their own thing because I've seen so many of my doll family members on here saying they haven't gotten their dolls yet. So I've been praying about that. I'm like, let them get their dolls. But as doll collectors, it's never enough. Like, we always see another doll that we're like, I want this one. Or it's like a doll from 1987. And you're like, hey, I didn't know about that. I want that one too. So it's just never ending. But yeah, I definitely would like to have her. My niece says there is one that looks Spanish. Oh, now take that one out of the box. God bless you. 10. Yes, 10 kids. And God bless, God bless you too. But I have taken my Frida out of the box. I got the other one that's still boxed. So I'll probably just keep her, for display wise. But that's the thing about it. It's like, I wasn't really allowed to always unbox my dolls. So now I'm like, unbox, unbox them, see what's under it. One of the things I have learned though about keeping them in boxes is two things. One, I don't really get a chance to enjoy them. I guess it's like three. One, I really didn't get a chance to enjoy some of my dolls. Then two, when you do unbox the dolls, you end up getting if their hair was in a ponytail, the rubber band gets old. So now it gets all sticky into the hair. So it's like you spent this whole time trying to keep this doll in pristine, texture and just look. And oh my goodness, they end up getting messed up in the box just from being held in the box. So that's one of the things I learned. Then the third thing I learned was sometimes animals like squirrels and mice can get into your storage space and end up tearing up that in which you've been spending your time collecting your whole lifetime almost, or for a long time. And that hurts. I've been there. So it's like, why not just enjoy them? But if you like collecting them, you like having them in boxes, and that's a better situation for you to do, then do it. But for me personally, I've learned if I have a double of something, then I'll go ahead and store one. But otherwise, I just go ahead and open up the box. We started collecting at 59. So now 1 year later, I am enjoying them. I had some up in my closet. Okay, there is never ever a time when you should limit yourself from enjoying your peace of mind. For me, my dolls are part of my peace of mind. I'm not gonna say they're like the only part, but I enjoy them. There's nothing wrong with being 39, 59, 25, enjoying your dolls. And there's, and you can start anytime. Just like you said, a year ago, you started collecting. There's nothing wrong with that. And I think it's a beautiful thing to actually come to a place where you're like, this is what I enjoy and this is what I'm going to do. So I applaud you. Thank you for sharing it. I say just keep doing it. Enjoy yourself. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Took those down some. There isn't much you can do with some of them. Yeah, there's not very much you can do with some of them. But you just, you just do the best that you can with your dolls and with your collecting process. So I thank you guys for joining. Like I said, there's going to be some more projects that I'm going to be talking about when it comes to the books right here, the journal and the planner. And I will be keeping you guys abreast of those things, letting you guys know. Please also note that next week, the live is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be putting a flyer out before then. It's going to be an international live. You know how much I love doing the national, the state IG lives as well as the international. I like being able to talk to all different people about how they write their storylines and being able to learn from them. My boys are grown and I started finding my talents and God has blessed me with many. Amen. There you go. God bless you. God bless you too. And that is awesome. Being able to find yourself. And that's really what we're supposed to be doing, right? And this is what helps connect us to ourselves. This is just as much fun as it is, and it is fun. It's also very therapeutic. And it allows us to be able to have self-therapy. They actually call it play therapy. And so we're able to enjoy ourselves and be able to have healing and peace whenever we have this time with our dolls, with our guys and our gals, and being able to take pictures with them. And if you write a storyline, being able to have the storyline. But if you don't have a storyline, you just take pictures of the fashion and you take pictures of them when you're out and about and doing field trips, do it. It's whatever way that you get your peace of mind. And that's what these dolls do. They help us to have fun. It's interesting to me how one doll connects all of us. Yes, it's never too late. I was 41 when I started building. There you go. And that's for my little curvy world. It's never too late. That's why I told myself, I'm like, my goal is to start customizing them, but that's going to be my goal for next year. That's going to be my goal for the year after. It's going to keep on being my goal because I'm going to keep growing it, right? So whenever you've started, just keep doing it. Just keep enjoying yourself, and like was stated earlier, take your time and do it. Take your time. Makes my husband happy because he doesn't have to talk girl talk. I know how that is. And now I'm glad you brought that up because now we're going to do another 360 back to the journals, because when you get the planner, the journal and the planner, you get this planner and you write in here about the different events, you're going to be able to put the hashtag in there. And then you go on Instagram with your beautiful photos of your dolls for the event. You're going to put the hashtag and be able to meet, network, and befriend other people that you didn't even know. That's actually how my little curvy world and I met, was through one of the parties. So make sure that you use this planner to be able to do that. Put your hashtags in there. Write down picnic, whatever the name of the Instagram handle is. And then you'll know, I need to get these photos together. I want them to wear this. I want to take an outside shot. I go to work. I get off of work by 5. I need to go ahead and eat, take a breather. And then by 6:30, I need to be going ahead and take a few photos. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Amazon.com. And my name is R.K. Lemons Weber. That's my pseudonym. So here goes the book. And of course the words are backwards. But I will put it down at the bottom of this IG Live where you can get it. And the author name, and it just says Sacred Para Presents, and that's so that you guys can know that it is me that you're getting the journal and the planner from. Okay, so yes, I'm looking forward to all the events that you guys are going to have and the events that you're going to attend, because you are going to be able to reach out with more people, and the hashtags is what connects you. Yes, my little curvy world. So when you write it in here, if you're writing down any events that you're going to be attending from other people, Put the hashtag. That way you'll be able to connect to the event. You don't have to go back to the page to try to search for the hashtag. You'll already have it written in your planner. That's going to keep you organized. And then you'll be able to attend that event, have your dolls attend that event, and then be able to meet other people. Because that's how I've met, like I said, in my little curvy world, I've met other people that way. And it could be just as simple as, wow, I like what your doll has on. That's a really nice outfit. Where'd you get that from? Oh, I got it from this Etsy shop, or I got it from Amazon, or I got it from this and that. And then before you know it, they're looking up your storyline. They said, wow, that's a really interesting story. I've gone through something similar to that. And now you're conversating. And isn't that really what friendship is about? Saying, hey, I connect with you and you too. I went through that. And that's a lot of times where we're getting our storylines from is our personal experiences, or what we watch on TV, or what we see through our window, or when we're out and about, and we take those things and we translate them into a story. So stories connect us. And that's the really awesome thing about being able to dive deep into our storylines, because it connects us. So just like you said, your husband is very glad that he doesn't have to do girl talk anymore. You can talk it through your dolls, and then being able to connect to other people who are also doing the same thing on Instagram. That's the beautiful thing. I wonder what the hashtag was really for. Yes. I'm glad that we spent some time on here talking about that. Yes. Use the hashtags. Whenever you see an event that someone's having, be it like a birthday party or wedding, and they put, I'll use my dolls for example, although Gloria and Brenda are sisters. Gloria and Raymond, although they're already married, if I had a party, I could put like Sacred Para Wedding 21. So I would say Sacred Para Wedding to describe that, one, to show what community it is. It's the Sacred Para community. 2, the event wedding. And then 21 just because it's 2021. So I would create a hashtag. That would just be, and it doesn't even have to be that. It could be Gloria Raymond 2021. Wedding Sacred Para, or Sacred Wedding 2021. I can even do that. I could make up anything I want to, but I have to have that little pound sign, that hashtag in front of it. It's so crazy because years ago, it was just known as a pound sign. Now it's a hashtag. But things do change. So I put that little hashtag right in front of it. Put whatever I want to as far as the words, but just making sure, because that's almost like the GPS locator. Okay, that's like the address. But I have to make sure that all the words are together, no spaces. And then if other people want to take pictures to join in on the wedding or whatever event that I'm having, they have to write that hashtag underneath of their post. And so now their pictures get grouped into that same album that I have the event under. So it basically creates a file. So, just like when you're at work, or if anybody's done anything like secretarial wise, and you have to put all the documents into a file and put that file into your cabinet. So that's what happens, is that when you put that hashtag, all the photos that people have taken goes into that file, and it creates an album. And then the person who's hosting the event, they're able to access that file and find all the beautiful photos. Thank you. I appreciate that. You said you were beautiful. Thank you. So that's kind of that breakdown. I hope that it helps. Hi, Silver's Clothing. I hope it helps you. So yeah, definitely create hashtags for your events. Attend the events using hashtags, and meet even more awesome people, because there are some amazing people on here who share the same creative thoughts that we do, who've gone through some things and can relate to us. I literally recently, like yesterday, had someone reach out to me just because God tapped him on the shoulder and said, hey, go ahead, check up on her and see how she's doing. I've had people check up on me, but in this particular conversation actually related directly to my incision and how to further take care of it, because I've been having a little bit of a complication with it, and I hadn't shared that with anybody. So I knew it was God who spoke to her to contact me, and we just had this really, intimate interchange that was uplifting and encouraging, and I knew it was God. So I'm just saying, allow yourself to just really grow in this community and allow your creativity to soar, because you just never know who you're going to meet, who you're going to be able to have that girl talk to or that guy talk to, and just continue to grow into the person that you need to be so that you can feel peace and relief and just really connect with yourself on a whole different level. So that is all I have for you today on this Saturday. I talk to God all day long. Isn't that the truth? That's what helps get us through. So I am a believer, and I tell you, just being able to I was listening to TD Jakes early this morning just to kind of get me through my 4 a.m. time. It's important to be connected. I know some people are connected to the universe, and some people are connected to just different spiritual guidance. And I can't knock what anyone believes in. I just know for me what works, and what works for me and kind of keeps me out of the pit of despair has been the Lord. So I'm thankful for that. I think I make him nuts sometimes. Stay away from negativity. So am I. Me too, girl. All day. Amen. Yeah, staying away from negativity and just being able. Hi, one Barbie girl. Just being able to give him the glory and give him whatever worries, anxieties, and stress that I have, because it's too much to weigh on my shoulders. And I'm coming to a point to where I'm understanding that not everybody's going to be able to understand the weight that's on my shoulders. Not everybody's going to be able to understand if they're help pressing the weight on my shoulders. It's up to me to give it to him and let him be able to take care of it and teach me and show me how to be able to walk through it. I even talk to him out loud. And you have to be able to get that out of you so you can keep carrying on. Because like I said, just walking out your bedroom door, you can meet stress. And that's what makes it so beautiful, being able doing a 360 back to here. That's what makes it so beautiful, to be able to have these dogs to get to pour into and get our story out. Even like I said, if you're doing fashion, the way that you do the fashion can be something that speaks to your heart and mind and helps you release any negativity that's going on inside you, any stress that you feel. The way that we dress our dogs sometimes expresses what we're feeling deep down on the inside. So wherever you take them to take photos, if it's outside in nature, if it's out in your driveway, if it's out at the mall, that also expresses what's inside of you and being able to let go and feel free. And that's what we do this for. So like I said, whatever guidance, whatever spiritual guidance that you have, or even if you say, I'm not a believer, I've spoke to people who are like, that's not my thing, I don't believe. And I said, well, can I just send some positive energy your way, send you some positive vibes? I'm definitely not a Bible thumper, because I believe that everybody has their own way of being and living and doing. And so I believe that whatever is comfortable for you, that keeps you morally sane and allows you to be able to have peace with other people, that's the most important. You'll be guided where you need to go. And that's the way that I live my life. I put my life onto God's hands when I was about 8 years old. Amen. That's good. That's good. So yeah, that's definitely, yes, a true blessing to be able to have a connection with our spiritual Father, so that you can be able to talk to him, be able to have guidance, have leadership, because we all make mistakes and we all fall down and we all go into our own pits of despair and depression and so forth, that we need to be able to have that hand that pulls us up. Like I said, for some people it may be the universe, some people may be Buddha, maybe different things. It may just be some pause on my video. There we go. Okay, I my video pause for a little bit, but you do whatever's going to make you have peace. And what I'm very thankful for is being able to have these dogs right here that help aid me in my they're tools. They're tools to help me keep my sanity and keep my peace. That is why I'm still married after 40 years. And she got some laughing emojis. Yes. Marriage is work, but it's good work. It helps us to grow, helps us to develop, helps us to find out who we are on the inside. It helps each one. Helps him, helps me. And then we have to learn how to help each other. And so it is definitely something that it's not just for anyone. If someone's just like, oh, I just want to get married. No, make sure that you're thinking that through correctly. You don't want to just get into it and hop right back out, because it is a serious commitment, and people's hearts do get broken, and you want to make sure that you're, considering that when you do it. And I think that's why some people only stay married for 6 months or a year and then it's over. Or some people can treat each other with disrespect and be so rude to each other, because they haven't considered that this is a human being that I'm interacting with. And I want to make sure that I take their heart and that I cherish it, and that I, consider the person that they are, or they're going to cherish my heart. These are things to take into account. And now we have gone off from from the storyline. So how can we get this back to Sacred Pair storyline? Because you know why? This is something that you can include in your storyline with your doll community. Maybe you have some dolls that, one, know how to cherish each other. I'll call out my little Curvy World, because her dolls have this amazing relationship with each other. Jazzy and Juicy. They call each other king and queen, and there's a lot of respect that's shown between them. And she uses her page. yes, you write that. You write how they respect each other and love each other, and how they have a strong level of intimacy between each other. And that's important. So if they're going through things, they know that they can trust each other and connect with each other and give each other information and encouragement that will be well received between the two of them. But then you may have another situation where you have dolls who don't have that kind of relationship. And I'll just use my Tony and Nita, because I don't want to call out anyone else's. And I really haven't seen too many other people who have a bad situation with their between the two of them. But Nita and Tony, now there's not an abusive relationship, but with Tony, he's gone through so much, and being involved with the different tours, being in the military, that he's really suffering with post-traumatic stress disorder. And so he can be very off the chain. He can really, just pop off and not really be respectful of her feelings or of other people. And so that's something right there that shows an example of what happens when there is a lack of respect, a lack of understanding. So that would be something that, once again, I can put right into my journal. This is what it means to me to be married, to be healthy and married. When there's respect, when there's intimacy, when there's love, when there's enjoyment. These are what I include as far as having a healthy marriage. On the backside of that, or underneath of writing that, I would say this is what it looks like whenever it's an unhealthy, toxic relationship. When there's a lack of respect, when the other person can't trust their heart with their partner, when there's so many, I have to walk on eggshells and I feel controlled. This right here is an example of toxicity. And then from there, I can develop a storyline. It could be with my new dolls. It could be with some old dolls that's been sitting up there, and I've been staring at them wondering, what can I do with you? Do I fit you into my story, or do I just let you sit here? Now all of a sudden, oh my God, I could use you for this toxic relationship. And so yes, respect is very much key. Respect goes hand in hand with love. But it is needed to be talked about. It is. Some of us deal with this in real life. That's true. And that is life. Sometimes people have to grow into that level. That is so very true. Sometimes people do have to grow into that level. So I say this, obviously, I guess it was important for us to talk about this. I say this because a partnership is something that is developed. You may not start off right off the bat vibing with each other as if you've been married for 20 years and it's only been 2 years. It's something that takes work. Like she said, she's been married for 40 years, and I applaud you. That is awesome. You can also decorate your journal. Oh, yes, bedazzle it. But do what you want. This is your journal. Once you purchase it, do whatever you want to personalize it, customize it, make it yours. Make it stand out. The more that it's yours, the more you're going to pour your soul into it. And now you're not just writing something that you want everybody else to see. You're going to write something that is personal to you, that is a one-of-a-kind story that no one else has. So that's the important thing, is being able to have a one-of-a-kind story based off of your own experiences that's important to you. You'll be able to write that in there. It's not overnight that you can create It's not overnight that you can be like that. Thank you. We have been together 45 years. 45 years. Like I said, congratulations. That is a beautiful thing. And I don't blame you. You're like, give me my 5. I don't blame you at all. Put that 5 on there. That's true. 45 years. So I applaud you. I'm not there yet. We are about to reach 14 years of being together in September, and then 14 years of marriage in February of next year. We got married 5 months, I believe, after meeting each other. He asked me on the same day that I met him, and we ended up getting married 5 months after that. We got engaged a month after we met, and then 5 months later, we got married. So yes, I applaud you. It's always an inspiration to me whenever I see people who've been married for a long time. It encourages me to know, like, hey, we can get through the storm. We can weather this. And not so much as us having friction with each other. It's just knowing that we can handle the stress of life together and still be hand in hand. Oh my goodness, you were 14, he was 16. That is impressive. That's very impressive. That's a beautiful thing. I mean, like, that's one of the things that, and then I'll be closing up my live. But that's one of the things that my husband and I talk about. We're like, man, if we would have known each other, during high school, then one, we wouldn't have to have all those like BS relationships in between. We've been like, that wouldn't even happen. But it would have gave us more time together. So instead of 14 years, we'd be like, hey, we got 24 years in this or something. But that's just because we enjoy each other, and we're always trying to figure out, like, how could we have been together longer? Hello, Donna, all dialed up. So yeah, she said 19 for me. But yeah, that's a beautiful thing. And 19 is a beautiful time as well, as far as you guys having that length of time to get to know each other and being together and growing together and just facing, like I said, the storms of life and staying together. And that's something that you can incorporate in your journal. As far as writing a storyline for your dolls, you may have a doll that met when they were 19, or have a doll that met when she or he was 14 years old, and their partner is 16. You may want to put that in there about a young love situation, and maybe everyone just thought it wasn't going to be a real big thing. It's just a quote unquote puppy love. It won't last that long, and here it is, however long it's been. Now you're still together. You're still together. 19, I got married. Wow. But you can incorporate that into your storyline and write that in your journal. And even if you don't get a chance to get to it right then, like maybe you don't have the doll for it. Maybe you don't have the doll for it. Just like I brought up about the Barbie look styles. Like, I thought I was done. I was like, I got a Frida. I'm good. 2 Fridas. I'm good. Maya Angelou. I'm good. Then the look styles came. And I became a savage. I was like, I want them. I gotta have them. These are the Grell dolls. Gotta get them. Grell being like the top of the line dolls that I've been like having as a goal for a while. They just came out. How would they be a Grell doll? But for me, it was like, I want those dolls. And automatically, the curvy doll, African American curvy doll, fit into my storyline just like that. I was like, oh yes, that's going to be Gloria's sister. So I didn't have the doll to fit that role until that doll was created by the designer Bill Greeny. So I couldn't fit a person in, or a doll in for that particular storyline because she wasn't created yet. I didn't know that. I had the idea and the concept, had it written down on a scrap sheet of paper because I didn't have this journal developed yet. But I had it written down. And now that the journal's here, I'm going to be able to write those things down. And if I don't have the doll for it, I just got to sit and wait. So it may be an idea that you write down about, like I said, a young love situation between some teenagers, and no one else takes it serious, or they may take it serious. It's up to you. It's your story. And you put it in here and you're like, I don't have the doll for it yet, but I got it written down. So whenever I'm ready and I see a doll that either Fresh Dolls has or Mattel has or whatever doll company's out there, Desiree Dolls, I can go ahead and purchase that doll for that role. And now that storyline that I had written 2 months ago, even a year ago, I can now manifest that through these new dolls or new doll. I said I was good with the dolls about 30 dolls ago. She said, I can't buy no more. LOL. Yes. There's always going to be another doll. I told my husband, I was like, I've just come to the understanding there's always going to be another doll that I see that I'm going to want. And there's going to be times when I can be like, oh, hey, I don't need any more. I don't want that one. And I've actually developed a lot of self-control because there's a few dolls that just came out, like the tennis doll. Oh goodness, Naomi. I would like her. Hi, how are you? Just me, Teresa. How are you? I would really like her. And I'm not able to wave because the Instagram won't let me, but hello. But I would like her. But I said, you know what? I'll wait. One thing, she sold out, but I'll wait because she'll come back. She'll come back around when I'm ready. I don't really have any space right now. I'm still trying to get rid of some of my other dolls because I don't have space like that. You know, I'm thinking positive about manifesting the Barbie studio. It's not here just yet, but even when the Barbie studio does come, I don't want to just have like a overflood of dolls that I'm not really using. So if I'm not going to be using the dolls, then I'd like to either give it away or get rid of it, or you know, some of the dolls, my girls, they grab them before anyone else does. They're like, hey, if you're not going to use that doll, if you're gonna get rid of that, how about? And I'm like, okay, I get it. But that doesn't always help because then that doll is still in the house, right? So it's still space being used. But you know, I do have better self-control now as far as what I do want to get and what I'm not going to get, and just learning how to wait. But there are going to be storylines that's going to come to your mind that you may not have the doll for yet, but write the storyline down. That's what this journal is for. Write the storyline down. So when you're ready and you find the doll just comes up to you and like, oh, I feel this connection with this doll. This doll fit perfect for this role. You go right back over here, and maybe it was written on July 24th that this was going to be the doll that this interaction takes place, where the, you know, what everyone calls a quote unquote puppy love, but you knew it was more, and you can be able to incorporate that with your doll. And I'm just using that because we were talking about it a little earlier. So don't think just because you haven't found the doll yet or you don't own that doll that you'll have to wait on your storyline. Don't forget to write it. Write it. I had self-control for over 40 years. I understand that. I really do. I do, because when my husband and I were together, when we were in the courting phase, and we would go to like a Walmart or one of those stores that has toys, I would always be like, oh, let me go to the Barbie aisle. Even if we were getting something for like one of his nephews, I was like, let me go to the Barbie aisle. And I was like, I just like looking at them. And I still had that itch and just didn't scratch it. But it took my daughters to really get me to, like, you know, poking at me and made me, you know, scratch the itch, and I'm enjoying it. It's been wonderful. I enjoy meeting with you guys. Of course, I've been on the live a little bit longer than what I intended, but it's been quite enjoyable, and it's been so worth it. Whatever storylines you have, whatever memories you have, whatever experiences you have is not to be neglected. Write it in your journal. And the reason why I emphasize this is because I have written on so many sheets of paper and envelopes and napkins and lost them. Don't let that happen to you. Hi, Miss Day. 1266. Everything was my husband and my kids. Exactly. I have all boys. Wow, I have 3 girls and 7 boys. So I can't really say I totally relate, but I can imagine that has to be a different experience having all boys and then your husband. So it's like you just have all kinds of testosterone and meltivity around you, versus being able to really, you know, express yourself with your dolls. So it's a great thing to be able to come to this point. Hey, again, I'm the only girl. That's what my little curvy world said. Well, I am the oldest, middle, and youngest child. I'm the only child. So oh, yes. So, but it has been interesting for me being an only one and now having 10. So that's something that I, you know, am having to learn to grow into every day. And then being able to have my dolls there for therapy, it helps me to be able to write those storylines as far as them having kids, or and so there's like different things that I've already written about them having kids, and that whole perspective that's going to be able to come out even more than where it was at first. But for example, with Penelope, that was actually developed through me watching the interaction of other people and those who are close to me. Because Penelope is definitely not how I am. You said you're the second youngest of 9. Wow, that is so cool. Out of 9. And we just had 10. Well, we just had our 10th one. So that's awesome. That's so awesome. That's why you connected on here. Yes. Hi, Deborah Owens, 7796. Nice seeing you. So yes, yes, yes. But Penelope is a character that I have to write notes about because she's so much different than me. But I've met enough people in my close knit circle and with family to be able to know, like, this is how some people interact. And Penelope has that kind of narcissistic personality. Oh wow, your mom lost 3. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm definitely sorry to hear that. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That's always a hard thing to go through. But Penelope definitely has a narcissistic personality, and she's very much about herself, and she doesn't even consider the feelings of Lawrence, who's her fiance right now. She definitely does not consider the feelings of her mom or her dad. You know, she holds things against her dad. She doesn't consider the feelings of her twin sister. And so that's something that I have to write notes on. Like when I see things from interactions with other people in my circle and with family members, I write a note in my head. I make a mental note, and then I translate those notes into words on a paper, and now with my journal, so that I can be able to place those emotions with Penelope. But yes, you said that it would have been 12. My husband, when I met him, he always said he wanted 12. But yeah, I definitely do. I'm sorry to hear that. That's a hard process to go through for, I imagine, both your mom and your dad, as well as even for you guys, because with me being pregnant with our number 10, I really noticed how much that our children connected with our 10th baby, even while in the belly. So I believe the kids have that connection with their siblings, even when they're in the belly. Barbie Kingdom 18, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. So, one thing I would like to do, if you are a part of today's live, I would love it after I get done with this live, just send me a hi in the comments, because I feel, just feel the joy of being able to do a giveaway with this journal and this planner. How's that? I would like to do a giveaway with the journal and the planner. So if you participated with the live today, and I will know. Oh, I have just 2 more to go. Yeah, and I would have 12. Exactly. But yeah, so right now we have the 10. He always wanted 12, but we're in prayer about it. This situation with number 10 was a little bit more complicated. So my husband's like, I think that we're good at 10. So we'll see. We did talk about adoption a long time ago. I was in classes for foster parenting when we met. So is that something that we're going to do? I don't know. We're just really taking it day by day and just getting adjusted to having 10 right now and life itself. So we will see. But I feel it on my heart to do a giveaway with this journal and this planner. So if you participated with the live, and like I said, I will know. Actually, I'll have you do 2 things. One, write hi at the bottom of this when it gets posted, and then send me a direct message. Just saying why you enjoy writing storylines. Okay, so that's 2 things. And this just really came to my heart right now. So put a message at the very bottom of this live that says hi, and then send me a direct message saying why storyline is important to you. And then next week I will come on here in order to announce who won. So let's do that. There's 2 things. One, just write hi at the very bottom of this IG live when I post it. And then 2, send me a direct message that just says why storyline is important to you. Why writing a storyline is important to you. And I'll go through and do I got it. I'm going to have to talk to my Instagram family members who have done the actual giveaway with the whole like Wheel of Fortune, like the little spin wheel that shows who won, because I don't want to really do the The one where you just pull it out of the hat. I don't want to pull a name out of the hat. I want to make sure that everyone can see everyone's name and do it with the spin wheel. So I'll talk to someone on here or some people in here, if you don't mind, let me know how you do that. So, so we can go ahead and do this. So this will be the first giveaway that I will be doing, that Sacred Pair will be doing. And once again, it's going to be for the journal and the planner. DM me, let me know why storyline is important to you. And when I post this video, right at the very bottom, hi. I see you, hi. But when I post it, Deborah, just go ahead and write hi in the comments. So I'm going to post it. Then you'll write hi in the comments, DM me, and tell me why storyline is important to you. Give me a direct message. That's what DM means. Give me a direct message, or basically like a text message. Just send it to me through Instagram. Let me know why storyline is important to you. It doesn't matter how long it is, but just let me know, and we'll go from there. Okay. So next week, I'll let you know ahead of time in my stories when we're gonna go ahead and do the actual giveaway, and then I'll do the little spin wheel. It'll land on someone's name, and you'll win this awesome journal and planner. So I thank you guys again for being with me. I know this is a little bit longer than what was intended, but I enjoy spending time with you guys. And I thank you guys so much for continuing to be with me and support. And remember, always, anyone can write. I love Bob Ross alongside Free to Call You. And I've always loved that message that he gave it. Anyone can paint, anyone can draw, anyone can do art, anyone can write. So if it's your first time doing storyline, keep going. If it's your umpteenth time, that's what you do. Keep going. So I want to thank you guys again. You guys have an awesome Saturday. Love you guys. Bye-bye.